Afternoon everybody, we're here again looking at DWAC. So for today the stock is holding up in the range of 59, which is very good, and we are actually moving up on the day. But one thing is clear so far, we haven't broken above 60, and that is something that I do want to see happen in the next couple of days. So the intention of this video is to do a quick technical analysis and also talk about what I'm believing based on where we are sat right now. But do remember, as always, this is not going to be financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. But if you may enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like on it and do subscribe as well, because we will be talking about this stock more and more into the next week, as you guys did seem to enjoy our video on it yesterday. So keep subscribing, keep liking the videos, and I will know that you guys do enjoy them. Now, on top of that, I must also add that we are doing a fundraiser right now for Save the Children. The more we donate, the better, because of course we are trying to do a big thing and a good thing going forwards into Christmas, so if you can donate, please do. The link will be somewhere around this video. But now we're going to dive into this one and we're going to have a look at the simple chart and just break down the trend throughout the day. So what we're seeing over the day is mixed. Ultimately, you will see an open up around a price point up here, which was at 60.30. So one thing is clear, we had a very good period when it comes to post hours on Friday into the pre-hours, but clearly going forwards into the actual day, that didn't really hold up. We sat in the range of 60 for some time, but really we did start to fall below it. Really from this point here, I would say at about 11 o'clock. So from 11, you'll see we started to fall and fall and fall, and that eventually took us to our low of the day so far, which was down here at a price of 58.71. Now it is nice to see that the price is coming back up from there and we're now back to a more normal level and exactly where we want to be. I'm happy to see it, of course, but we are trying to break past the $60 mark and ultimately find some consolidation there, which is so far appearing to be a bit of a difficulty, but still not a bad day. And again, so far we are still up according to Yahoo Finance by a fair amount, and there is still about 2 hours to go until the market closes. Now another thing that I want to highlight is a 5-day trend. Overall, things looking good. You'll see that from this point here, we are actually moving higher. It steps up with a little bit of a break in price, taking us up to 60, then coming back down, then up to 60, going back down, or into the $60 range for quite a while up here. But one thing is clear recently, we are having that difficulty hitting the 60 mark and sticking there. Now, as I said yesterday, it is something that I want to see come true. I do want to see us stick above it, but we are very, very close to it still, and I still think we're in a great position. But before I share all of my opinions, let us have a look at the technical indicators, and we'll start this off on the 1 day. Now, as I have said many a time in the past, I do believe, unless you are day trading the stock, the 1 day data isn't too important, but for those of you who are interested, we are looking at 45 on the RSI. We're looking at a MACD trend, which is fairly neutral, if you have a look at that, but it is actually a little bit red because of this small drop that we're seeing, but overall it is fairly neutral. And the volume for today, it was in there in the morning, but so far volume for the afternoon period isn't really that high. Come out to the past 5 day and you will see that we're looking at a figure for the moving average, which isn't really too far away from where we are right now. You'll just see the purple sticking out above the top. This means that we're only 1 or 2 cents away from the moving average, and that is actually a really good place to be. And it is also something that you would expect because, like I said, we've been sat in this channel right now between about 57 really, all the way up to about 62 for a very long time, so none of our indicators have been caught out. And just quickly glossing over the MACD trend and also the RSI. RSI is on 51, which is 1 point away from neutral. This is actually perfect, and our trend for the MACD is quite flat in the 5 day. And all of these are looking quite flat because we have had all of that time now to basically sit flat, and they've all had the time to catch up. Now the 1 month data is where things do start to get interesting. We're looking at a figure on our RSI of 60. Now this is 10 points away from being neutral, but I am still quite happy with it because when we look to where we were at the initial spike up, we're looking at very, very high figures for that time period. We're sat on, 100 back there, so to see us at 60 right now is actually pretty good. Now volume is, and always has been in my opinion, quite a big thing with this stock. Now I'm not going to criticize volume too much today because we are quite a while from the end of the day, but we are so far seeing a volume figure of 2.09 million, which is a little bit low. Now, as I have said, we haven't seen the day be complete yet, so I'll go over volume more in another video tomorrow, but I'm still thinking that the volume is a little low. Now, we had a slight volume increase in the last week, and I do believe that is what took us up in price by a small amount. It wasn't too big of a deal, but we do want to see that one come back into it, but I'm still very happy with where we are for our price, because, like I said, we are slowly but surely establishing the levels of support and resistance for this stock. What do I mean by that? Like I said, we're hitting bottoms down here on the 1 month, just above the 50 mark, really coming up to about 54 is where our bottom was, and coming up to the high end we're looking at 60 as being a bit of a level of resistance. We have broken above it like I said, but we do not find the ability to consolidate above it. Now going forwards, a push above 60 in my eyes is still completely possible. A bit of a push above that would put us in a great place. With this stock right now, I'm not expecting too big growth. I understand that there are some fundamental catalysts coming up for the stock, and I do appreciate that. So for people who are willing to invest in this one more long term, whilst this is not financial advice, I do see the argument for that. But for me right now, I would be looking at this one as more of a swing trade. It's just my opinion. I think as a swing trade, there is still some money to be made. It just depends if we can break above that $60 mark and how high we can go from there. Either way, it is going to be quite a risky one, both mid term and also more long term, and especially in the short term it is quite unpredictable. But break above 60 in the next day or two, and I still think we're in a good place. All of our indicators have cooled off, which is good, and I think we could be looking for the next push up with DWAC. The question is, how high will it be? If we can break above 60, 65 would be a nice level to hit. Coming up to 70 is a little bit high, but if we do start to get that run up to 60 and then up to 65, maybe to 70 at a high end, it could definitely get the FOMO coming back into the stock, but all does depend. The next few days are going to be crucial. We are definitely finding the data now to find where the levels of support and resistance are. The stock is holding up well. It's just about, can we have that volume really come back into the stock in the next couple of days? What do you guys think? Do you think volumes are going to come back in, or do you think this stock is dead for the time being? I want to hear all your comments down below, so please do drop me one, and I'll see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.